Nobody has any idea what that was. 7. 7 minutes or 7 streams? All I can afford to watch with you. Where's the burger at? I can tell you where it's not. It's not where this princess is. We're not eating the princess. But why is this game called Slay the Princess? And she's saying, please don't. I don't know. I feel conflicted. Anyway, I'm home. I want to play games. Look, man, I don't have it in me. This is a horror game and is not intended for all audiences. Please visit our website if you need a full list of content warnings. Slay the Princess contains flickering image effects as well as a parallax effect that on rare occasions has caused motion sickness in players. If either of these cause health issues for you, you can disable them in the game's preferences. Hey, buddy. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings, there are no wrong decisions, there are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Hey, look! Look at how sad she looks. Why am I about to slay this person? Look, like, I don't know, something about this doesn't seem right. But anyway. Okay. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Ooh!
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Uh-huh.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Wait, why? The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted an awful monarch. Viva la revolution! Silently continue to the cabin, turn around and leave. So many options.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Like the narration here. How can a princess locked away in a basement end the world? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. Do you have any evidence to back this up? Have you considered that... Oh yeah, that one we already saw. Yeah, how is she a threat to the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Dad, is the world really going to end if I don't play the princess? You have any evidence to back this up?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important
I like that it moves
task?
slightly.
You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
I guess I was in the middle of doing this, huh? I don't know. Killing a princess seemed kind of bad, though.
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
Oh.
Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
I mean, what if she does too? Or, you know, we don't know anything about her moral beliefs or anything. I'm just saying, killing a princess seems like a bad idea. You know what? At least, do I get some sort of reward?
Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
Okay. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say, then if she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens. But a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies. And the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Thanks for the raid, Lindsay. Welcome to Slay the Princess. Hello there, Halo Vortex.
Then each and every one of us is doomed
relax as we enjoy all this voice acting. I love this game so much. Nice. This is my first time playing it.
So sure, go, talk to her. See how that turns out for all of us.
Okay. Lindsay, how was your stream? And
You
hello.
make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
It's a nice day out. Look at that.
We're
All
not going
night.
to go through with this, right? She's a
Oh.
princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who the hell are you?
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Who is that? Who just talked to me?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare.
There's a knife
The
there.
air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Nice knife.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I said I would hear her out first, though. I don't know, man. Like, if I said I would at least listen to her, maybe I shouldn't take this. But I guess I'll take it with me just in case.
You take the blade from the
Look.
table.
Oh, my
It'd be
cursor
rather
changed.
difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I see.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Oh,
Who's there?
oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hi, just checking in on you. Hi, I think I'm here to kill you. I don't think that's a good thing to say. Yeah. The narrator sounds off. Everything sounds off. Let's not just say, hey, I think I'm here to kill you. That sounds like something someone would say and just immediately have them not trust us. Yeah, Mystic. A horror tale to start Halloween. Good for Spooktober. Just a simple, hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Hi.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you even think that? Maybe because we have a knife on us? Okay, yeah, you caught me. I'm here to slay you. No, I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Still your nerves and step forward. I'm just here to talk. Well, then again, I say that, but I have a knife on me. She has no reason to believe me if I have a knife. I'll just say that anyway. I'm just here to talk.
Then why did you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it, and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat.
Yeah, let's just drop the blade.
Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I agree. Drop it.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Yay.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better
Hi.
judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Yeah, you got a problem with that, narrator?
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just
Why are
make
her
sure you
eyes
don't
huge?
forget about the blade
Anime.
on the
That's
floor.
why, Julie.
You're
Anime.
going to need it.
Anime.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Yeah, it's a pretty awkward relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get you out of here? I'm here because you're supposed to end the world. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? You know why I'm here to kill you? Let's do... How would I get you out of here?
You can't. Don't bother.
Shut up, narrator.
I'm guessing you don't have the key then. I'm sure there's a key somewhere around here, and if there isn't...
Look, guys, you know me. If someone tells me to do something, I'm doing the opposite. This narrator keeps telling me, kill her, kill her, kill her. The game title even says slay the princess. I refuse to do that.
Well, we can always put that knife to good use.
Are you saying we're gonna cut your hand off? Dang, she's kind of hardcore.
Her sharp eyes settle on the edge of the blade. She isn't suggesting what I think she's suggesting, right? She is. I'm sure of it.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward.
Don't just tell her that.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her that because you're making shit up. I don't like that.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think.
You
I
think?
don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
Oh, no one's told me anything. What are you going to do if I let you out of here? I've been told enough. I was hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined to trust them.
Sooner or later, you'll understand that I have your best interests at heart. Hopefully sooner.
Shut up.
How sweet. Now be a pal and help me get out of here, would you? We could figure out how to deal with them after I'm free.
Can I ask what your name is? Slay the princess. Actually, I've changed my mind. I don't trust you. I still have a few more questions before I decide what to do.
Fine. What do you want to know?
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
Oh,
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
how long have you been down here? Actually, you know what? Are you coming on to me?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying, but I'm just asking everything.
Too long.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Okay, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to keep you locked away down here at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. That seems kind of fucked. I'm going to get you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
Shut up.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
If you don't have the key, maybe you should go looking for it. I'm sure it's somewhere upstairs.
Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
There's Nikki. Do you have any ideas besides me cutting you out of here? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe I can at least find something to break you free.
I'll be here.
I don't really have much
You
of a
attempt
choice.
to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Excuse me?
Is someone else here?
Try the door.
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Yo.
You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Hey, let me out of here.
Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done. You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
No.
Easier for whom?
Yeah.
Easier for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
I guess.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess.
Against your better
Jeez.
judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain. You cut into her flesh.
Look at her face.
The blade is
Whoa.
sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet.
Now maybe she's gonna kill me.
She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her
Oh, we're okay with
bindings, the
gore and
princess
stuff like
turns to
that.
face you, her
We're
fierce gaze
horror buffs
meeting
here.
your eye.
We love horror in this house. Hi.
How is she so composed after losing an arm?
I can't
It's like she isn't
say I
even
was
bothered
expecting
by
that, though.
it.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
just simple as that, huh? Okay. Kind of a badass.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
Narrator, are you about to trap me in here?
As the princess
whoa,
approaches the
what?
bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Excuse me?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Play the whoa. Warn her. There's a one warned in all of these slays.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Slay the princess, resist.
The blade. Move the blade.
Nuh-uh.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes.
Help me. Why is your text like that now?
I'll make this quick.
She steps
Huh?
forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
What? Oh, okay.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease.
Goodbye. Yeah, why is my hand, am I some kind of bird thing?
Her face remains unchanged as she
I mean, I
watches
can see
you
my hand
collapse
from
to
the little
ground,
cursor here. Hello,
blood
thank you for the follow.
flowing from your butchered neck.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like this imagery.
This is the end, isn't it?
I love visual novels.
I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die. I hope it was worth it.
This is why you guys like this game so much. Over, so after 2 of the prisoner. Wait, what? There's more.
You're on a path
What?
in the woods.
But I
And at the
died.
end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin
Did you?
is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a terrible sense of deja vu. But I died. What am I doing here?
I can assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question,
I guess
you're here to
so,
slay the
Sir Sam.
princess. I literally told you that a second ago.
Yeah.
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
What the heck is
There's got
that?
to be a way out of here.
A
For us
skeptic.
and for the princess. We just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really did already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine. I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving.
Yeah?
Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Uh-huh.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
To be fair, yeah, I mean, I didn't listen to you. I completely ignored you, and then you tried to take over my body, which is a big sussy baka move.
The absolute irony. Well, that's one way to put it, I guess. You really don't remember what happened last time, do you? You practically forced the princess to kill us. That doesn't sound like the sort of thing I'd do. which is honestly all the more reason for you to not buy into whatever self-delusions the three of you are crafting. But this is a thought experiment, so I suppose I'll continue to give you the benefit of the doubt. If I did practically force the princess to kill you, it was probably for a good reason. Did you try and free her? Did you say something really mean to me? Because if I really did what you said I did, you probably deserved it. I'm a professional, after all.
Wow. I mean, I did try and free her, yeah, but I did say some mean things too. He has a point. It was very rude of me. But at the same time, he tried to take over my body. I don't appreciate that.
Sure you are. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Huh.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself? Or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
I don't know.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I have no idea because I died. I would assume that everything went A-okay. Because nobody told me how dangerous she was. She didn't say it. You didn't say it. Nobody's telling me anything.
What a conveniently ambiguous group of things for her to ruin. For all we know, the princess left the cabin and never saw another soul.
Someone's speaking sense here. Thank you, Skeptic.
Oh, how I wish that were the case, but
Jeez.
if the princess weren't a certain inevitable threat to the world, the four of us wouldn't be here. And yet, here we are. You're talking in circles. No, I'm talking in facts.
Talking in opinions. Let's talk about this princess.
Just be quick about it.
Four of us. The princess, the hero, me, and the skeptic. There's four of us. So the only reason she was even able to kill me last time was because I let her, and all that she did was slit my throat. How is she supposed to end the world? Yeah, she didn't do anything brutal to me.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
Well, thank
You
you.
haven't given us an ounce of proof. You do know that, right? What proof could you possibly ask for? Literally anything.
Literally anything.
Fine. Check your pockets.
Okay. Leave your pockets unchecked. Now that. I'm gonna do this. Actually, Skeptic would check.
You put your hands in your pockets and pull out an envelope
Uh-huh.
with the words, "The Evidence," written across the front.
Bro, this looks like you just wrote this out right now.
Within, you find a note in your handwriting. It reads, "The princess will end the world if you don't stop her. This is an immutable truth."
This isn't my handwriting? My handwriting is much worse than this. That is not my handwriting.
That doesn't prove anything. How do we know you didn't just forge our handwriting?
Yeah, this is some BS.
I wish I could tell you more, but there are some rules I have to follow for all our sakes. Please
This is
just trust
very convenient,
that
right,
these
guys?
rules are in place for a reason. I'm on your side. You mean you're on our side as long as we do what you tell us to?
Skeptic's right. Still don't trust the narrator. In fact, I trust him even less after all this.
Exactly. Because you not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk.
Exactly. Because you're not doing what I tell you to do means you're putting the world at risk. Why don't you do it then?
I think we've got everything out of him we're gonna get.
Alright. We locked her in the basement. What is this
People
place?
locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
People locked her away. Why couldn't they slay her? Why is this falling on me? You're being cagey. What aren't you telling me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because
Special?
you're special. You're the only person
Yeah.
capable of doing this. Call it a prophecy, if that helps, but it's just the way things are.
Holy shit.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Hero, don't get swept up in this.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Ah, yes, Hero, you are the chosen one.
Yes. Right. We're here because we're special. Look,
Skeptic's
you're
got it
annoyed
right.
that you're here. I get it. I'm also annoyed that I'm here. But we're all in this together, and we're dealing with a bit of a ticking clock right now, so please just get to the cabin.
Narrator's trying to appeal to Hero and split us up. You want to be special? Vimes, you're here, you're special. How's that sound? Being cagey, what aren't you
Told
telling
you
me?
everything you need to know. Going into more detail will just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
Okay.
Not to sound like a broken record, but the less you know about her, the better things will go for all of us. I know it sounds like I'm hiding something, but you're just going to have to trust me here.
You know, he has a point. The less I know about the princess, it means killing her means nothing to me at that point. It's just an objective for me to accomplish.
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Neat. Turn around and leave. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
And no one's giving us details.
She will lie, she
We've heard
will
this
cheat,
before.
and she will do everything in her... Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink.
I like how they have to say wink.
Did you just say wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink.
I love the skeptic.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Oh, thank you, Temp. I appreciate it very much.
The
Hope you're
interior
doing.
of
Whoa.
the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon.
What's going on?
A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison.
Why is there a mirror?
The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge.
What about the mirror?
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
You didn't mention the mirror. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should. There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting
What?
on the table, and the door to the basement. There's
No.
nothing else in here.
Oh. Narrator, there's a mirror in here.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't.
There is.
I think you know what we have to do.
I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Why would you lie about that? What's the point? Approach the mirror. And you know what?
Let's not get caught up in vanity, but we should definitely take a closer look. Whatever it is, he must not want us to know about it. Is this some sort of rehearsed bit? Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless?
Right
What
there.
good would it even do?
Right there. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
That is working.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
What?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
Where did it go?
But it was there a second ago. And now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back.
It's gone. This whole cabin is different than last
Very
time.
different. Yes, but why?
Oh, my hands? They're
Did he
talons.
change it?
I don't know.
Or
I
did
guess
he
that's what we
change all
are.
of
We're
a
some kind of
sudden?
like bird person.
Maybe. Now isn't that a novel thought? Maybe you haven't actually been here before. I hope this means you'll finally drop your ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
Yes, I have.
So focus up. Don't get distracted by minor details.
Take the blade, I guess. I don't take the blade. Oh no, Skeptic said take the blade, wink.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
Ow.
If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
I don't know, this looks pretty dope. I'd live here.
Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Does she remember us? You walk down the stairs and
You look
lock
different.
eyes with the princess.
And there's more
She
chains.
looks up at you, the heavy collar around
A
her
lot.
neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. So much for cutting her out of here. Do you hear yourself right now? Cutting her out of here never should have been on the table.
Well, we just started, Jay. We died to her once because I tried to let her go, and then the narrator changed my fate.
Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless. That was there last time too, wasn't it?
Was.
It was.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
You think I'm gonna use this? I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave her here. Leave the princess in the basement. Oh, sit her. Sit down.
You step towards
Hi.
the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one
Oh.
shackled hand.
Her crown changed too. Now it's just chains. It's a lot of chains.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where you were told to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor,
Hi.
still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions? What do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall. Who was it for? What would you have me do?
Oh, are we talking about that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But sure, I'll fill you in.
So you remember me dying?
Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again.
Huh.
More of them.
So she's not a threat. The narrator is
And
full
now
of
you're
shit.
back.
Is that really all she knows? It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how. I guess what you said back in the woods really was true. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Excuse me?
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion.
Okay.
The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency. A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. Now hold on, if you knew this could happen, why didn't you believe us back in the woods? Why lay out all those hypotheticals? We didn't have to talk in circles. I needed you to believe this was your first time here, even if that wasn't the truth. I hoped if I pushed back hard enough I could cram this seeping mess back into the bottle.
What?
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative.
Ah.
That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
God. Whoa.
Get it? It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark?
Yeah.
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world,
Well, the voice
you need
acting
to
has been
accept that.
phenomenal.
I won't.
Especially because all of these voices are just the narrator, aren't they? Just talking to himself, pretty much. And they all, so far, have different
Fine.
tones.
But you won't get another word from me on the matter.
Very well done.
Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Sorry about that. That other chain on the wall, who's it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Darn, I was kind of hoping I could inspect the shackle. You're asking about my intentions earlier. What did you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Yeah, but that involves cutting off your head.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Now, how am I supposed to cut you out if you didn't notice your head is in a shackle too?
No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
Oh, what?
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
What? She's such a badass.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something
She's a
we
Dullahan, no
don't.
big deal, yeah.
Or maybe you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you. Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. And whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
That's a true skeptic way of thinking. Like the shackle, you realize that I have as much reason to distrust you as you have to distrust me, right? I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me with it last time. That was more of like a mercy thing, because we were sort of being controlled. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you a weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. Give her the knife. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. I think I'm just going to leave you here. That's all we have right now. But can we save? We can save. Save right there really quick. Let's inspect the shackle.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
Yes?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. Maybe it will. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Inspect the shackle.
Against your better judgment, you approach
Hello.
the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her curiosity. I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next.
Are we going to put it on?
What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad?
I mean, you're the one who has to narrate this. You could just say that we drop it.
Yes, it's bad. Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time. Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Excuse me?
Yes? Are we stuck here now?
I believe so, hero. Oh, I got an
Yes.
achievement.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even
I
cut
like
ourselves out.
the narrator's voice.
Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
Did you know this is going to happen to me? What should we do?
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not.
We're both stuck here.
Yep.
That one for small talk, are you?
No. Nope.
That's rude.
Oh, wait in silence, I guess.
You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
That's not nice.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent.
At least the world is safe.
It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything.
Hey, Abby. I don't know. I think we did the right thing.
But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there.
Yeah, look at her.
Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
Why?
How exactly does that work?
I love this music.
It just does.
This piano, man.
But your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And
Oh.
after that, even more time passes again.
Oh, heck off, narrator.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
We're hoping that things are going to start eroding.
I suppose you're correct.
Yeah,
Things
look at
are
that.
changing. The differences are small
I can
at
see it.
first. A bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there. But then they get larger and larger.
Hey, have you noticed the basement changing?
I don't like small talk. Remember?
Still rude.
Yeah, it's still changing. Look at that.
You
Whoa.
continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
Goes by fast.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed?
Yeah.
What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
Yeah.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh, the blade's gone.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time
Wait,
continues to pass,
Damn it,
and
Yukari.
pass, and pass.
You guys hear the ticking noise from the music? Like the soundtrack? There's been like a slight tick. Nice touch.
Until suddenly, there are no walls.
Look, we made it.
And then... And?
Did the narrator just disappear?
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us.
Yeah, look at that, we did it. Huh?
So this is the outside world. It's cold.
You okay? What? We didn't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away and it's left something else in her
She's
stead.
gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went, and I don't know how we can go about looking for her. The narrator's gone. I think I'm supposed to go look at the mirror.
If there's even a her to find anymore.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing.
The narrator's
It is.
gone.
Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
No?
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
We're gonna go look at it.
I'm begging you, don't do this.
Mirror never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels, I don't know, final.
You approach the mirror, gaze into your reflection. Bounce as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. Time for you to see what's in it. What am I? Am I some kind of... I have wings. I am a bird person. I'm like a bird. I'm like a bird. What do you see in this mirror and ad? I'm gonna chill here for a second while the ad finishes. Hey guys, thank you for the sub. It's very interesting. I'm like a bird. I wanna fly away. I appreciate this visual novel because I don't have to speak much. Unless it's the chat, who is the other voice in our head. Waiting it out for the ad to end. Oh, look at that. It's still moving around. Interesting. What is this? The void? Where am I? You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. What cabin? Whoa. You are at the cabin. Approach her. Is that the princess I just saw? She has a shackle around her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
Oh. Having... The hand moved her mouth so she could speak. Are these her hands? What are these hands? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here? Do you know about the worlds beyond this place? Are you the princess? Do we know each other?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
Were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
This music is beautiful. I have so many questions. You know the narrator.
You are the only thing I have ever known.
Well, that's touching.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
We know each other?
You are familiar, but you are not me. I feel sadness, longing, hope as I witness you.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Interesting. But I recommended you this game and I wasn't personally invited. To be fair, a lot of people recommend that I play this and I was still gonna play it anyway. But I'm sorry, Zen. How are you? This is our first, I guess, loop of this. You know about the worlds beyond this place?
I know only that they are.
Yes, but a lot of people aren't me. True. Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I mean, it could end in a few seconds. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole. And perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Bring me more perspectives. So I need to bring them more princesses. Aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you? How much will I forget? How many more pieces of you do I have to find? And what if I don't let you do this to me? I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do? How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Except us, player.
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
And what if I don't let you do this to me?
Then we will be here forever, as we are now. Unfinished, dry, hollow.
Sounds crusty.
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh. Well, that's sad that I won't. Everything goes dark and you die. The hero and the princess.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, hold up. I'm curious. Well, we're going to save here for a second, but we're going to load this back up. Now, let's say that we didn't do that where we put on the shackle, right? And we just say, here, have the weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess.
Oh, you can have it.
Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world, right? Oh, you've already tried to take over, buddy. Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do it ourselves. I'm not afraid of dying again. Are you? A little. I think you got your point across. Fine. You slide the blade across the floor. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact as she reaches down to pick it up.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly as she raises the blade to her throat. What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck. No!
Watch an uneasy silence.
Her eyes stare forward, unblinking, as she soars through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that? Huh.
So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
I think she's dead.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Okay then.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back.
Maybe we can put it back. Just cut off the hands.
The
Then we can take
princess's
the body.
eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations!
We'll
You
just
saved
attach
the
it.
world. I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Oh, I thank you,
We
narrator.
should take her with us, don't you think?
What? No, you shouldn't do that. Why would you do that?
I can think of lots of reasons. A trophy, proof of our victory. Hell,
Trophy.
we could even give her a proper burial. She did save the world, right?
You don't need proof, you don't need a trophy, and she doesn't deserve a burial. Just leave.
We shouldn't deserve a burial. Everyone does.
Even after all that, you're still not satisfied,
Well,
are
not everyone,
you?
but everyone.
Something is still motivating you to keep things the way you want them.
I'm just eager to put this all behind us and give you your reward. Stop reading into things, the danger has passed. You can relax.
I'm just keeping myself sharp. I'm not so eager to put my guard down.
I am. I'm on team, let's put this all behind us, so can we leave already?
She's a badass, though, to even consider doing that. Take the princess with you.
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that? I could have sworn she moved.
Hi.
She didn't. She's dead.
Sure.
But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself?
she
Do I
twitched.
need to explain
Did you
to
see
you
that?
why decapitation is
The eye
lethal?
twitched.
The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you. All you have to do is
I saw
open
that.
it. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Hey.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. It's already
Oh, and he's gone again.
over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all. Maybe it was just the end of his.
She's got some nice highlights.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you. So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Oh, all right. And she's gone.
She's gone.
That's the same. Let's
I'm
put
begging
some
you.
here.
This.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but some...
Voices are gone. This is still the same. That's the image we saw last time. There are wings. So this is the same. That's different. Approach her. Yeah, that is definitely different.
Finds me and
Okay, what are you?
I am sorry.
She said that last time. I don't know what I am.
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
At least your hands are free. Oh, last time they were too.
Yes. No, this one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others do not mourn her.
Did that last
She
time.
doesn't need to be protected. How can
I think this is all going to be the same as last time. So what happens now?
nothing as we. There is no exit. Bring me more perspective.
Okay. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, she's completely free this time. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
You won't.
You won't.
Why do you have to do that every time?